Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today is September the 21st, 2022. We got some things to talk about today in Ford stock. I know you guys have probably already heard that they're going to have some supply constraints, some supply issues regarding their vehicles. They can't get the parts. And once they broadcast that out into the public, Ford stock went down drastically. Now, I'm going to talk about that today because they have always been signs that would have shown us, if we just looked at the price chart, that would have gave us the heads up that this was on the horizon. I'm going to show you all that today on the video. Then I'm going to show you what I think the price in Ford is going to do next. So welcome everyone to the channel. This is the spot, the location that you're going to get predictive content way before the market goes into a certain price direction. If you guys want to forecast and predict these things, you have to look at price bars and volume. Erase all the confusion. Erase all the complexities that so many people try to get you all to realize and understand. You don't need it. Let's talk. Now, look at this. If you were to type into Google F stock, which is the ticker symbol for Ford, look at all this information right here, right? Ford shocked investors, just like FedEx. Here's what Wall Street is saying. Ford stock suffers the worst day since 2011 after cost warning, shedding $7 billion in market value. Look at all of this fear. They're trying to scare people into selling. Now, the sad part is that the chart was already giving you the hints. It was already dropping clues way before this information came out into the public. That something wasn't right. I did a video in Ford on August the 17th. Let's get back to this chart because I'm going to talk about this, right? And go back and listen to that video, like for real. Go back and listen to that particular video in Ford because I was telling you all that the market doesn't look extremely strong, that as price in Ford was trending higher, that the volume was decreasing, which means that people are losing interest of buying Ford at the higher prices. And look at the market. I did the video in Ford right here on August the 17th. And ever since then, look at the price action. Price in Ford did not maintain the strength. It completely left. And I said that in one of the comments of my video, if price in Ford broke $15, right, to the downside, you need to let it go. Okay. Now, let me show you all a couple of things as to, it's kind of like a play-by-play. Okay. So after I did the video, we all can see that the market in Ford could not break above $16.50. It couldn't do it. That's one clue to tell us that the bullishness into the market is gone. The second clue was us noticing how price in Ford did not maintain this ascending line. Okay. The moment we saw price break this trend line, which occurred here on the 29th and the 30th of August, that's the second clue to tell us that the strength, that the momentum is leaving. So we got the rejection at $16.45. We got price trading below our trend line. But take a look at this. As the market in Ford broke that trend line, we give buyers credit. Like where I told you, if price was to break below that $15 area, we can see buyers coming in the market right there. So even though the market in Ford broke that trend line higher, look at these days to where the market sustained itself of breaking below $15 right here. These 3 days is telling us that buyers were entering the market. They try to keep the price from really falling drastically. So on these particular days, these will be times to where you say, all right, I'm gonna give it another day, because the buyers are confirming that they're still here. They are still holding $15. They're not trying to let go. They're holding tight until right here. the market still garnered weakness on September the 13th. And I want to show you what happened, because the volume also came in on that day. So from September the 12th, 2022, all the way to the 13th, the next day, the market was down 5%, increased volume. The buyers left. The buyers left the market at 15. They held price in forward from August 22nd all the way till September the 12th. But the 13th, poof, they're gone. Just that fast. Just that fast. The volume came in on the 13th, and then you got more weakness coming into the market for forward when it tried to break above $15 on the 15th. Look at that. Take a look. So for the market in forward to move drastically lower yesterday, the clues are already here. So yeah, we didn't get this one correct. 8.88%, because I told you price breaks 15, expect price to go lower and not to look for it to go higher. So this one did not play out correctly. If you were to get out on the last trade of yesterday, though, 20%. Okay, so now we got to talk though, because a lot of things has changed in relation to forward now. Okay, let's clean this up. Let's talk. So now, zooming out the price chart, the current idea is for us to try to determine how low price is going to go, period. Seeing the massive move to the downside yesterday of 12% in forward, we need to get prepared to see where's the next likelihood of us looking for support. Let's look at the market real quick in forward on the monthly chart. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is cut this ascending line out the way, because we are no longer trending higher. And we're trying to zoom out. Okay, let me look at this on a longer time frame. So I got two price targets already, $12 to 10. So I would say $12 will be first, $10.50 would be second, $10 will be third. Okay. Now, this is the 3 months chart. We got 9 days and 9 hours left. And again, how the market trended or traded yesterday in one day going down 12%. The last 2 3-monthly price bars, look at these price bars right here. Like, so from the long-term purview, the market was already showing us that the price is weak. The last 6 months, the first half of this year has been nothing but weakness into the market and forward. So what happened yesterday is actually not surprising when you look at the market and forward on a 3 weeks or 3 months price chart. So yeah, I'm looking for $12 first. Okay, $12 first. And then I can see 11, then 10.50. Okay, so since we are not trending higher, since the price in forward is not trending higher, we are noticing, like, let's just pay attention. Let's be detectives. Let's investigate the situation, because these price charts represent actual money being traded, those who are buying and those who are selling. So we can see this. The market in forward right here on this 5-weekly price bar, right? Well, first of all, let's look at this one. Look at this 5-weekly price bar right here. This is the top. This is where majority of the institutions, the hedge funds, the banks, whoever had a guap of stock to sell, they offloaded it right here on this 5-weekly price bar. The market volume on this 5-weekly price bar tells us that. Look at all that volume. So this is where the selling really started in forward. Okay. So the chart's not lying. And on top of that, you guys can see here on my horizontal line that the buyers attempted to trade price above forward at $16.60. They tried, but it fell. Price went down. Buyers came back into the market around $11, lifted price back up to $16.60, right? But price got rejected a second time. Like, come on. That's a dead giveaway that the market in forward is drastically weak. That is why the market currently is still going down now. So we're definitely in a downtrend into the market in forward. Anyone comes out and says that forward is a buy needs to prove it off of the chart, because this chart right now from a 5-weekly perspective is showing weakness. Now, if you're seeing it's a buy on a smaller time frame and you're just going to simply scalp or intraday trade, I get it. You will get those days. But the long-term purview, i.e. the weekly chart, monthly chart, 3 months chart, all reflects weakness. Okay. So let me go ahead and do this real quick, because I'm looking for the price in forward to go lower. $12 is first. That's my first price target. My second one is 11, and then my third is like 10.50. Okay, so we got 12, 11, 10.50. That is where we're going to look for the market in forward to go. Okay, so put this back on the daily chart. Move this over. You guys can see what we got going on. I'm going to lower this horizontal line as rejection or resistance for the technical jargon. And that's it. That's what I'm looking at right there. All right. So give me your thoughts as to where you think the market in forward is going to go. You guys got my price targets: 12, 11.50. I'm sorry, 12, 11, and $10.50. All right. Make sure you maintain a profitability. And as always, trade different.